Thank you so much. You too. Thank you.
Good evening from the Walt Disney World Swan Reserve. Sorry, I was a couple of minutes late on a spectacular night after a little bit of rain this afternoon. If you're watching live, please do me a favor, tag and invite a friend to watch along and join with us as I take you on a live tour of the Walt Disney World Swan Reserve. This is actually my first time staying here. I'm an invited guest of the Swan. I wanted to bring this experience to you. Spoiler alert, I just ate at Amare for the very first time. I recorded it, and wow, I'm just gonna leave it at wow for now. You'll see why. It was an amazing surprise that, as surprises are, I did not expect when we first ate there, but not just because of the food, not just because of the service, but there was something special happened that while we were recording live, I'll be able to share with you on the show. So do me a favor, tag and invite a friend to watch. I'm going to take you on a quick tour through the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Swan Reserve. Quick question for you. How is the audio? I'm testing out a new audio device, a little wireless microphone. I want to make sure you can hear me okay. And again, we're going to take you through now on a relatively quick tour of this resort that opened in November of 2021. It is located just across the street, as you can see, from the Swan and Dolphin. Fantasia Gardens mini golf is right there. This is a relatively smaller resort. There's, I think, just under 400, there's around 400 or so rooms. About 150 of those rooms are suites. I did a room tour of a 2-bedroom suite, which is where my family and I are staying while we're here. I will post that on my Instagram reels today. Earlier today, I posted a reel of a quick tour of the lobby. That's where we're going to go right now. So again, grab a snack, tag and invite a friend, and let me know if you've ever stayed at the Walt Disney World Swan, Dolphin, and or Reserve. Let's go. As you can see, Tower of Terror is right there in the distance. And again, just let me know how the audio sounds as well. And there's the Dolphin, and there's a Swan, and yes, you do have access to the amenities at both of those resorts. So you can use the pool, although there is a pool here, as well as the other amenities at the Dolphin, including the Swan boat, etc. You're a very, very quick walk here to Fantasia Gardens, which I might do later on tonight. There is, of course, self-parking as well as valet parking. If you eat at the at Amari, your valet parking can get validated. So when you come to the first level here, you'll see that this is not the check-in desk. It's actually Bell Services, the waiting area for your car. The lobby is actually upstairs on the 3rd floor. I love this sort of simple, beautiful entrance. So my first time visiting was before the resort opened, probably around October, when they did a quick media preview, but this is my first time staying here, certainly eating here at Amari as well. Again, slight spoiler alert, will not be my... You are not the first to pass this way, nor shall this be my last time eating at Amari. So you take the escalator or elevators up to the 3rd level. This is the check-in and lobby level. Here's the check-in and concierge desk. But what I love is this open lobby concept where there's a lobby bar, there's tons of seating, incredible views of the Dolphin. And like the Swan and Dolphin, if you know, you know. It smells beautiful in here. I don't know what sort of scent they pump in, but it smells so clean and so fresh. So you see there's a ton of little seating areas throughout, all of which, by the way, have power outlets, USB and USB-C power throughout. And there is a Disney desk here, so if we do need assistance with tickets, reservations, etc., there is a representative at the desk who's here and able to help you. Hello. That's not a bad view you get to have for your day, is it? And you'll see the lobby is very open. It's very bright. I love the super high ceilings. So it feels much larger than it is while still feeling very intimate. I love the clean lines. I love the vibe. The color palette is gorgeous with the subtle light and so a ton of places to sit, both at the bar and on tables. You can see even under the bar, there's not only purse hooks, but there are power outlets and USB and USB-C outlets. I love these little sort of intimate little seating nooks that you can eat, have a drink. Again, if you see underneath, there are power outlets throughout. This is a nice place just to come and work or just chill. And what I like is that it's so clean and it's modern, but it's not sterile. It's very, very comfortable. There's a wonderful warmth to this resort, and I love, love, love the fact that it's a smaller resort because there's not a ton of guest rooms and obviously guests. It feels much, much more intimate. This is Grounds, which is I believe it's 24-hour coffee bar. There's also a ton of grab-and-go foods and snacks throughout. So if you want something for breakfast or for dinner, they have a lot of like freshly made sandwiches and salads. There's also a breakfast and lunch menu.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, how are you guys?
Yeah, no bad, thank you.
We open 4 hot chocolates, please.
4 hot chocolate? Whipped cream?
2 with cream, 2 now.
Okay. Small or large? I mean, sorry, small or medium?
These right if you do need to pick up some wine or anything for your room, you can do that as well as some of his little miniature cocktails. Great little seating area. We can look out over the pool area, and there's outside seating as well. It's freezing. We'll try and hop on the wall. See if that will remember. So this is Amare. This is where we just had an incredible dinner. Very fresh, very light Mediterranean-inspired fare. There's our surfer. She's amazing, by the way. Hello again. So it's a warm, intimate venue. Full bar with extensive wine lists, craft cocktails, open kitchen, which I love. Take you outside. And if you have any questions, or if there's anything you want to see, I'm trying to monitor questions best that I can. So if you want to take your food or your coffee outside, you can do that as well. Becky is probably in some concierge lounge somewhere. This is Tangerine. This is the outside pool bar / restaurant. We ate here for lunch today. I had an amazing grilled mahi sandwich, thin crust pizza, and my son had a burger. They actually share the same kitchen, and the food comes from the Amare kitchen, so everything is delicious. Christine, the rooftop is open. Actually, they did invite us up to watch fireworks later, so I'm going to see if I can bring you up with me. If not, I'll definitely share some stories from there. But this is a really, really nice option. Obviously, full bars where, well, a lot of comfortable seating. Ceiling fans are, of course, a godsend. And I'll give you a look at the pool. And again, what I like about this resort, and really you find oftentimes with the Swan and Dolphin as a whole, is they never feel crowded. They never feel like they're packed. So you sort of feel, especially here, like you almost have a lot of the resort to yourself. You certainly don't ever feel like the resort is overcrowded. So a nice pool area, a lot of lounge seating, tons of umbrellas. You could also rent individual cabanas. So Derek, there's no water slide here, but you can go right across the street to the Swan and Dolphin pool, which does have, I mean, it's almost like a little water park. There's a slide, there's actually, I think, 2 slides. There's a grotto. There's a lot of like covered areas as well. A little bit of a lazy river. But I really, really like how like clean and quiet and chill this is, but still a great place for families. I think the Swan and Dolphin, sometimes people think of it as the quote-unquote convention hotel or a corporate hotel. It is not that at all. My family and I, when we do little staycations like we're doing now, it's my son's birthday tomorrow, which is part of the reason why we're doing this, we love staying here. Plus, the rooms have the most comfortable beds on property. They are the Westin Heavenly Beds, and they are absolutely amazing. They have a zero depth entry pool. There's also, I'll take you down this way. So they do have a chairlift for accessibility. And then at night, which maybe we'll try and come back for later, they have a nice little fire pit. So Jim, I think this is a really nice place to do a weekend because you have access again to all three of the resorts, the Swan, the Dolphin, and the Reserve. You have access to the pools. I think the Swan and Dolphin, and I'm not saying this because I'm staying here, I've said this for years, they have some of, if not the best overall dining experiences anywhere on property. Until Boathouse, Luza was my favorite, like far and away. Shula's is the best steakhouse you're going to find in the area. Kimono's is the best sushi you're going to find everywhere. And Il Molino, I haven't been there in a while. That may be some of the best Italian food you're going to find around here as well. And you see the resort is not very big. That top floor there has an event space with incredible floor-to-ceiling windows. Again, I'm going to try and take you up there if I can, as well as a balcony terrace that wraps all the way around so you can see both Epcot as well as Hollywood Studios fireworks. See, the pool's open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., which is nice. You can come back after a day in the parks. I'll see if I can take us upstairs and give you a sense of what the views are as well. But like for me, and I ran into a friend today who was staying at the Dolphin, who came over just to have lunch here. I love all these little kind of like work, reading, hanging, relaxing hangout spaces inside with air conditioning, although you have nice views of the pool area. And I'm not sure if you can tell too, it doesn't feel loud or crowded in here at all. The staff has been amazing. I had a wonderful check-in experience. Everybody was super, super nice. They very much surprised us for my son's birthday. I will save that for when I post the review of Amare. Michelle, I did not see a hot tub. So Christine, there's no restaurant or lounge at the top. Amare was supposed to go up there. They ended up moving it down to the third floor and to use that as a private event space as well as dessert parties, etc. I'll see if I can take you upstairs right now. But for a small resort, there's a lot of like little comfortable, intimate spaces that can be found throughout. Again, nice sized bar too if you want to come in and just sort of unwind after a day in the parks. And again, I was really, really impressed with Amare. Derek, it's a beautiful resort. I think the Swan and Dolphin really are sort of hidden gems. People just don't think of them as Walt Disney World resorts. So Kim, on the first floor is where you park and you come in, bell service is there, and then you take an escalator up to the third floor. On the second floor, there is meeting space. So if you do need to use this, excuse me, for any type of groups or convention space, they do have that available as well. So the 15th floor, the view is currently closed. They are using it for a private dessert party later on tonight, which I have been invited to. I will try my best to go live for Harmonious from the view. If I can't go live for whatever reason, I will definitely tape some and share it on my Instagram stories and reels. Please go and check out the tour I did earlier today, and then stay tuned for a room tour I'll hopefully post tonight or tomorrow, so you can get a sense of just what the rooms and the oh so incredibly comfortable beds feel like here as well. Thank you so very much for joining me tonight on our tour of the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Swan Reserve. Again, stay tuned, turn on notifications. I can try and go live again later. If you like the tour, if you know somebody who might like to see what the reserve looks like, please do me a favor and share this with a friend. So until later, or next time, I love you, I appreciate you. See ya.